set. They're racing in the first. A couple missed it badly. Meydan stood there. Also, Almusta Sharon a little bit tardy. The newcomer, Act of Approval. Enchanting Man away quickly, and also Underwriter to its inside. Leadership into the pole position in third in the early stages, about to be joined by Davy Lamp, then La Cienega Boulevard. Honourable Justice, hard written over on the inside of Falsehood, then Grab and Run, aside from Grab and Run, and the rest ahead of them by Falsehood. Into the straight, and Enchanting Man shows the way, out by 3 lengths. La Cienega Boulevard closing in strongly out in the middle, then Leadership, Davy Lamp. Next is Underwriter, but inside the final 200 metres, the front runner is Enchanting Man with La Cienega Boulevard laying challenge on the outside. La Cienega Boulevard going up to Enchanting Man, who fights fairly hard, but La Cienega Boulevard, second up for the season, is going to draw away. La Cienega Boulevard wins by a length over Enchanting Man, then Leadership, Davy Lamp. Majestic Thunder ran on strongly. Close up on the outside, Meydan, a pretty good run after bombing the start, then Dark Thunder. Race number 2, a maiden over 1,600 metres across the turf, and they're all set. Gates are back and they're racing. Octelgano, the newcomer, missed it by 5 or 6 lengths as Jukebox King pounced on the lead. Varsha So shows some early tempo as well, and Sand Warrior over on the fence, followed by Bawadi being restrained. Going up on the outside, Mass Media Keen. Colour Image Trap wide, but going forward. Then came next of all Bedouin's Boy. They were followed by Al Mukhtar Star, and up on the outside is Ratio. It's Octelgano in the light blue making ground around the outside, then Al Mukhtar Star. And coming to the outside is Ratio. They turn in, and Jukebox King is the leader. Kicks out strongly over Mass Media the outside, and between horses Varsha begins to run on. Colour Image trying to pick its way through, tries to pick up down the outside. Sophia finishes on along with Al Mukhtar Star. The leader is Jukebox King. Coming at it hard is Varsha on the outside. Colour Image on their tail. Down the outside, Al Mukhtar Star begins to fly home. Al Mukhtar Star's got the momentum out wide, goes up to Varsha, and Al Mukhtar Star tips out Varsha. Close up Colour Image, then Sophia just ahead of Bedouin's Boy, who ran on hard late from Mass Media, followed by Jukebox King. Out wider was Rawani, then came Ratio. Burning the track up at Alain is the last to come along. 8 weeks away from the Dubai World Cup. They'll start from these barriers. They're all set, they're ready, and they're racing now. Beautiful line out. Heraldic in the middle began particularly well. Good speed from Macadir out wide on the track, and Torno Subito is kicking forward with a Boscanero. Now coming across is Long Water, and also driving up there, Gun Dog Do in search of the front. Antimo is going to surf across on its bow wave. Just in behind them as they made the corner there was a Bayan. Boscanero's over on the inside now, followed then by Chingagook as they leave the straight, and James Ian snaking right up on the fence. Archgold is a fair way back in the field, followed by Spring Jig and the ERA White, then Billingsgate. Next of all is Blue Sovereign. Over on the inside, Pearlman, and back at the tail is Philosopher. Gate and a Bayan, top of the straight, and Gun Dog Do does it very well. Could today be one of those blue red letter days? It is Gun Dog Do out by 3 lengths over Heraldic in second. Now Torno Subito out in the middle beginning to run on, and Archgold comes from the back with Boscanero. The rest ahead of then by next of all Antimo, but inside the final 200 Gun Dog Do is on the arm, well clear of Heraldic, and he's going to bob up when you least expect it and win again. Gun Dog Do, he's down on the wire, he's going to smash them. Gun Dog Do wins second, Heraldic third, Archgold, then Torno Subito. They were followed by Antimo. Out wider on the track was Blue Sovereign running on strongly. And they're all set. Ready to run at the 1,200 metres. They're set. And they're racing now, fairly even line out with Nayslayer, one of the best, with a Hyde Park over on the inside. Salvadori, Yellow Wind began well, and Geneticist in the red is driving up there. Out in the middle of the pack, driving forward now in the early stages is Eddie Salat. Slotting in behind them is Barbasilla. Getting back then was Speedy Move. It's over here on this near side, on the grandstand side. It's the front runner over El Carmel. Next of all is Shaji. They were followed then by Tupi. Getting back back in the field. Next of all was Aurum out towards the back with Being There, and also Harlech. They come down towards the course proper now in two groups, and Hyde Park is in front of Geneticist on the rails side. Battling away too is Balbasul. Now Speedy Move gets into it out in the middle of the track. It chimes in strongly, followed by Tupi following it home. A Speedy Move goes up, hits the front over Hyde Park. Running on strongly is Eddie Salat between them. Also running on Shadji from the back with the red cap. It is a Speedy Move in front. Shadji begins to slice through, come after it. Speedy Move, the leader, but getting tired. Shadji on a quick back up, coming after Speedy Move, who fights hard, and Speedy Move takes it out. Second, Shadji. Third in will be Eddie Salat. They were followed by Geneticist, then Nayslayer. Close up, Tupi, Being There, Hyde. Couple of barrier staff go in to lend assistance. Now we're right. They're racing, all missing it badly. There was the Song of John, stood and missed it by 5 lengths away. Quickly healed up there, Nuka Cullion. Also driving through is Talento Puma, and over on the inside, Mr. Palmer. Rebel Streak had a little bit of early speed, and Hakeem goes up wider on the track, followed by Meydan Mokkara. Next of all, over on the inside is Gowdy. Then came next on the outside, making up some ground as they raced into the back, was Craving. Next mark of approval, well back is Musatis, out wider Trenchard. A gap away in the field to Festival of Ages as they settle fully into stride, and the Song of John was back at the rear. They're about to come off the back. 24.4 was the lead, and Talento Puma shows the way. Up on the outside second, Nuka Cullion. Jarim has made it around the outside, gets into third. They were followed by Hakeem, Rebel Streak, then Mayadeen. Over on the inside, Mr. Palmer from Craving. On the improved, Mokkara out very wide on the track. Gowdy in a slightly awkward spot between horses. Trenchard about to go around the outside. Then came mark of approval. Well back is the Song of John, Festival of Ages, and Musatis. They come to the bend, and it's fairly hard and willing out front. Talento Puma just the leader over Hakeem. Between them is Nuka Cullion fighting on. Down the outside, Mayadeen, and Trenchard begins to let go out in the middle. It runs on very strongly, and between them two is Mokkara, but Trenchard zoomed up on the outside, went to the lead. Fighting hard is Hakeem over towards the inside. Running on is Mokkara between them, and down the outside, mark of approval. Trenchard just in front, coming hard. Mokkara over on the fence. Mokkara goes to Trenchard, and Mokkara fights hard and gets in a neck. Mokkara over Trenchard, running on hard down the outside. Mark of approval, followed by Festival of Ages. Close up on their hammer was Hakeem. Then came Nuka Cullion. Talento Puma, a much better run. Across the turf here for the last. Dolman's drawn the outermost gate, goes in now, and they're all set. They're racing in the final race, and Akwan was a little bit slowly into stride, and Valcartier is going to go all the way back also. Treasured time away quickly. A little keen early as Daft, not really intent on the lead here as the rider. Conclusion's going to come across and take up the front, running over Daft. Zucchini the outside. Treasured time's in the orange, followed by Welford. Albertar a little keen between horses. Dolman the outside, then Native Appeal Tariq getting keen over on the fence, and a little bit tight for room. Next of all is Mujib as they run their way down the back. Harbour Spirit between horses is Trolleus. Over on the inside, Wood Ditton. Then came Last Voyage. Over on the fence is Akwan, and Valcartier back at the rear. 26.4 was the leaders. They're about to come off the back, and Conclusion shows the way. Out by a length on Zucchini, the inside Treasured Times. Next is Daft. Then came Welford going up 3 wide. Over on the fence is Tariq. Native Appeal. Dolman's on a wide trip. It's 4 deep around the outside of Albertar. Then Wood Ditton badly snookered over on the fence from Harbour Spirit. Trolleus is between horses. Mujib was next. Then Akwan. Well back was Last Voyage and Valcartier. Towards the bend they come, and Conclusions made play from the outset, led by a length and a half, got away to maybe 2 now, over Zucchini at the top of the straight. Welford moving up on the outside, then Dolman, followed by Albertar. It's looking for a little bit of room. Over on the fences, Treasured Times as they sweep for home. The rest then headed by Tariq. They go to the final 300. Conclusion gave a kick. It's out by 2 over Welford. Here's Dolman. Albertar just battling over towards the inside. Conclusion swamped by Dolman out wide. Welford runs on strong. Dolman goes to lead over Welford. Conclusion fights hard over on the inside. Dolman's got the momentum up. This has been a massive run, covering plenty of ground, and the great season continues for Dolman. Wins over Conclusion and Welford. Fourth tight, Valcartier or Harbour Spirit both ran on well. Trolleus right on their tail with Albertar, and rushing home Treasured Times. They were followed by